So we are a new nonprofit. We're called Sisters at Heart, and our goal is to create a universal sisterhood that raises hope and support and funds and awareness for heart disease and stroke survivors. We are really looking to be a presence in the community. We feel that heart disease and stroke does affect survivors and patients and caregivers, but yet it is a universal problem and something that we think together we are better. So by including everybody in this sisterhood, we really hope to have a grassroots movement to try to really impact heart disease and stroke and make a difference.
So our first event is going to be a Heart-Oberfest. It'll be located at Bella Sarno restaurant in North Attleborough. It's at 553 Kelly Boulevard. And the event itself is going to be basically a German Oktoberfest party. We have an authentic German band that's going to perform. We also have a regular DJ. We'll have authentic German food, and we'll have silent auction items as well as raffle baskets for sale.
And tell me how the three of you actually got together. We were talking a little bit before the interview, and I thought it was a really interesting story, that the way the three of you are connected.
I have been a stroke survivor for almost 20 years. I had my first 3 strokes when I was 21. I had my most recent stroke just this past year, and that resulted in needing 2 brain surgeries. But prior to my most recent problem, I was a volunteer for the American Heart and American Stroke Association. Jamie was a fellow mom in town, and when her 4th daughter was born with a heart defect, we really connected and were able to talk about that. We kind of all just came together doing different volunteerism for the American Heart Association, and we all had this passion and this drive to really do something in our community, and that's kind of where the idea was born, and here we are.
I met Lisa through Jamie at an AHA fundraiser, and we kind of just all bonded on just how heart disease and stroke has impacted our own lives, and that even though they were very different facets of heart disease and stroke, we all had a commonality of what it's like to survive and live through these things and what it was like for our families. And it was just this bond, and we decided that we were going to take it one step further, and that, like Lisa said again, together we were stronger than individuals, and that we could really pull our community, our support systems, our friends, family, and just other local people into sort of this movement to raise awareness and just help a really good cause, basically.
I have 5 daughters. This is the 5th, Finley. But my 4th daughter, Scarlett, was born, she's 5 years old, so she was born with a heart defect called pulmonary atresia with intact ventricular septum. We found out about it shortly before she was born, and the day she was born, she had a procedure to open up her pulmonary valve so that she could breathe, so that she could survive. And now, heart disease, it's never really cured for these kids, and so she'll go on, she'll have an open heart surgery probably in the next couple of years to repair and replace valves in her heart. So after we kind of got our feet back on the ground with that news, and Scarlett got a little bit older, we decided that the best thing to do for her, to tell her about her heart disease, was to I guess just be more active as far as the fundraising and things like that. So I knew Lisa, prior to Scarlett being born, and she's always really involved with the American Heart Association, and so I just thought that was great. I thought it was turning something really negative into a positive, and so she kind of brought me in on a couple of events, and I started volunteering with her, and that was kind of how it started. And it really is, it's just making a positive out of something that's negative, and I just wanted Scarlett to see all the good that we can do, and it just be a wonderful, and it's been a wonderful influence for her, because she kind of feels proud now, that we've started a Heart Walk team, Scarlett's Web, and now she knows Sisters at Heart, this is for her because she has a heart defect, and I just feel like, it was the right way rather than it be something negative, to turn it into something good.
We have big goals. We're like, if we're going to make a difference, we want to make a difference. And I don't think any of us are natural fundraisers, but we're trying this. And I think our goal is to really make a difference. And I think where we'd like to make a difference is in our community. So we have some goals to use some of the funds we make to kind of give it back to our community, to maybe do a family fun event or something where we're actually helping people in North Attleborough. We also intend to use some of our funds for research, and we are set on making sure that our funds go to causes that are important to heart disease and stroke.
And now, the last question I have is how can people get involved? How can they find more information, and where can they go?
The first place you can go is we do have a Facebook page for our nonprofit. It's Sisters at Heart. And as far as the event goes, we are currently selling tickets. They're $75 a person. The best way to do that is to send a check to Jamie O'Hanlon at 11 Cardinal Circle, North Attleborough. And that way you'll be registered on the list of people that are attending, and when you show up, your name will be on the list, and you can come have fun.